Alright, I'm back with another update of the Baltimore Orioles season. 2013 so far, I'd say it's not as exciting as the 2012 season was, especially at the start. I was, more energized about it, more pumped up about it because I could see, a team that was in 14 consecutive losing seasons. Uh, they came in and, the first few games you could just see it. Uh, there was something different about the team. They had a different gear, that they could go into when they needed it most and get these exciting wins. Those tight, grinded out games. So far, it seems like more or less they haven't really done that as much. Offensively, you've seen guys step up and do some great things so far. Chris Davis, I mean, if it were up to April voting for the MVP, he should be your AL MVP so far. I mean, 21 RBIs, I believe, in the first 15 games is insane. They've been pretty much giving him the Barry Bonds treatment for a little bit. They've been playing him in the shift because he's a pretty good pull hitter. And they still can barely get this guy out. I think he's hitting around 350 right now, which is insane. And then you got Adam Jones hitting in front of him, who's hitting, I believe, 370. He's just every day you're pretty much guaranteed a hit from him. It's pretty cool to see, but the rest of the lineup, particularly the bottom half, J.J. Hardy, Steve Pearce, Ryan Flaherty, Nolan Ryan, they've been in a slump, and really we've had a lot of runs taken off the board, because there are struggles at the plate. The guys in front of them are getting on, they're not producing and driving in those runs, and that's something that we need to see picked up in the next few games to try to get this team to really take off and get from playing average baseball, which is basically what we've been doing. We haven't been really bad, but we haven't been really good either. And with this East, how wide open it is, you kind of need to win a few games here and there more than we have been. Take a 3-game winning streak and kind of separate ourselves a little bit from the tight knit AL East. It's going to be a tough race. It is. I mean, this is the most wide open the division has been since I'd say like 2000, when the Yankees only won 87 games and still won the division. So we definitely need to step it up and try to get out front and take charge in this division. We definitely have the talent to do it. We've playing pretty good. We got this 9-game homestand. A couple games against the Dodgers, and then I believe who do we play afterward? I don't even know. I'm slipping here. I usually know their schedule, a few weeks in advance, pretty good. But we got this 6 more games left in this homestand. The game was rained out tonight, but if we can win, 5 of the next 6 games, have a really good homestand and really take charge of this AL East, it sets us up really well for the rest of the season. And I'd really like to see our starters go a little bit deeper. It's kind of concerning seeing that nobody can get out of the 7th. Guys just need to work on pitching efficiently, getting their pitch counts, to not go so high early in the game, making it really tough on them to stay deep in the game and to make the tough outs when they need it in the 6th or 7th. It's just if they can be more efficient with their pitches, they can pitch longer. They're more fresh when they get into the jams and stuff that they got to try to get out of. And overall, it's going to save our bullpen a little bit better for later in the season. Despite that, the bullpen is still doing really good, even though they've been worked a little bit more than the Orioles would have hoped coming into the season. In terms of that, we really need to get that turned around. But as of right now, I mean, it's early in the season. You can't be too alarmed about it. But it's something we definitely could improve on. Strope, out of our bullpen, he's been one of the glaring weaknesses so far. out of the bullpen. Other than that, it's been pretty stellar. Um, he had a good season last year. Other than a few bad appearances late in the season last year, he had he probably had a better year than his teammate Jim Johnson, who most have claimed that he was the best reliever in all of baseball. So he had a really great year last year. Despite having a few bad outings like he's had so far this year, I think he's going to figure it out. He's going to start delivering more consistent appearances, uh, and we're going to have a great bullpen again. But like I said, we need the starters to go a little bit deeper to keep the team a little more fresh, or the bullpen a little more fresh, and kind of just get this pitching staff as a whole working better and giving up less runs, putting less stress on the bats to get something done. So far, I'd have to say, in terms of the fan support, the opening weekend was pretty cool. I got to go to the Saturday game after the home opener, which had a lot of people. It was a pretty fun experience, energized fan base. Um, where is it? I got the ticket here. Took a group of about 20 to 25 people. It was pretty fun. We lost though by 1 run against the Twins. You know, we're not doing as good so far this year with the one run games as we were last year, which was kind of expected, but hopefully we can pick that up a little bit more. And then the second game I went to was just the other day against the Tampa Bay Rays. They were doing a promotion where they were giving out these free MLB bags, the drawstring bags. You can, I guess, fit like your lunch in there or something when you go to a game. You can just put books in there or something. I'm probably going to put some of the Orioles merchandise that I get this year in it, and I'm probably going to end up giving it to my little brother. But, overall it's not a bad promotion, but the thing I didn't like about going to that game was, first off, we were really flat that game. Nobody really, other than Adam Jones with his 2-run home run, really did anything offensively. Chris Tillman struggled. He's been struggling so far. Hopefully we can see him improve and become more like he was last year. And, our bullpen even gave up a few runs, but, not something that was like crazy amount. I mean, we lost 6-2. Overall, not a great game. The thing that was most disappointing to me was that there was less than 13,000 fans show up for that game. I understand, people have work and they are running late and they don't really feel like going to the game on a weeknight after work, or kids having to do homework and stuff like that. But overall, we can do better than that. At least 25,000, fill up half the stadium at least during a weeknight. That was embarrassing, and it was boring being there in the crowd where nobody, other than a few drunk people, were really engaged in the game. The game itself, the team wasn't playing that great, but kind of keep that Oriole magic alive, keep the fan base energized, and people showing up and filling up the seats, and just overall making it a fun experience. I mean, it's still a beautiful ballpark, but we need seats in it to make it look a lot better and sound a lot better to the ear, and overall just have a better experience. So that's pretty much all I can complain about so far. I mean, we're not doing so bad, we're not doing so great, but we've had a few exciting moments here and there, but overall we're just kind of being steady, moving along, and hopefully we're going to catch fire soon. That's really what I want to see, because we got to take control of the division early and try to keep from that big pack of teams that are going to be tightly knit in this race. But anyway, go O's.